to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bow your heads. Our Almighty Father in heaven, we're so grateful that we can gather here tonight as a body to make the decisions for the citizens and those that work in Wells County. We ask that you watch over us as we make those decisions and that we do it in the best interests of those that we represent. We also ask you to be with those people that lay their lives on the line every day so that we can have the freedom to meet like we do tonight. First responders, our military, our fire, our police, all those that worked hard to protect us day in and day out. We say these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, welcome everybody. I'd like to start by getting approval from the minutes that Lisa sent out from our October 7th meeting. Nobody saw any corrections to those minutes. Do I have a motion to approve them? Thank you, Todd. Do I have a second?
Go ahead.
What was that? Oh, Grant, second. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Additionals. Let's go ahead and start with Jared, if you want to come up for the surveyor for 800 for computer maintenance.
So I guess there's actually two of them, one for drainage board, one for surveyor.
I'm sorry, yes.
Yep, surveyor's office, $800. That is to replace a laptop that it was a Windows 10 laptop and was not upgradable to Windows 11, which is no longer, Windows 10 is no longer supported, so IT said that I needed a new laptop. So it's just actually to replace an existing, not asking for a new one. And then the other additional is for the drainage board attorney. Seems like every year that's kind of a moving target of what he charges. A couple years ago, the state legislature changed the contract law that the commissioner's attorney or the attorney has to review every contract. Since we don't have any of our own labor or equipment, everything that we do in the drainage repair is contract labor or contract equipment. And so we've tried to figure out ways to make that lesser so that he doesn't have to review as many contracts, but there's still contracts that have to be reviewed, and that costs money. So.
Any other questions for Jared? If not, do I have a motion to approve the surveyor for 800 for computer maintenance and the 1,500 for the drainage board for the attorney costs?
So moved.
Thank you, Randy. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Steve. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you, Jared. Dave, if you want to come on up. Good evening.
Good evening.
If you want to walk us through your additionals.
Sure. So the first two for Bridge 105 and Bridge 51, both of these projects are completely finished and all payments to the contractor and construction services have been made. I believe that we were working off of appropriations that were done prior to me being here. So basically at the conclusion of the projects, I saw that we had spent more than what had been appropriated. So these are basically just to bring the accounts current so that we don't show an over expenditure in the account.
Can you tell me, are those coming out of Cume Bridge?
So those,
These balances to balances out, these two bridges out? Because that's what's kind of confusing.
so when I came, the money was already in those respective funds. I am not sure where it was originally transferred from.
He's talking about the 850 that you're.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I know that. No, but the two you just talked about, for the money, the new money that's you're asking for, where's that coming from?
So the money was already there.
Oh, so
it just wasn't.
We're just, okay, so we're just
Yeah.
bringing it back around again.
It-
Okay, I'm with you now.
The full amount had not been appropriated.
Okay.
So for the next one, Meridian Road Community Crossings project that we did this past summer, that work is also done. All payments have been made. the original project amount was $360,000. Actual work totaled just shy of $325,000. Really, the only thing here is just that when I worked with Lisa to transfer the funds, I never made the appropriation. So this is just to appropriate those funds.
And the work is completed.
Yep.
It's going to come under budget.
Yeah,
This is what that happens very often, so good.
it does not. So then the final appropriations, you see an appropriation for $850,000 from the cumulative bridge fund. This is to cover the remaining portions that we will need for our matching funds for Bridge 54 and Bridge 71. Last year, I came in just before budgets were due. So I was trying to figure all this out, trying to figure out how much we need to appropriate. So I was working off of estimates that maybe were not quite finalized for Bridge 54. The amounts that I used, that I put into the 25 budget numbers, fell short of what we actually needed for our construction match for Bridge 54. So a portion of that 850 is to cover that didn't get appropriated in the 25 budget. And then Bridge 71, I kind of anticipated it's letting late this year, and I actually have those funds appropriated in the 26 budget that got approved, but I'm going to need them before that.
Okay.
So the rest of that $850,000 is for the matching funds that are going to come due in December. I thought it would probably be January, but so I just want to take care of that before we get there. Does all that make sense?
If it's more, if you take the 462 and the 251, that's less than the 850, right?
Correct. There was also, so there was actually 1.1 million appropriated for Bridge 54. But that was not enough for the actual construction match that was due. So what you're not seeing in that paragraph in the description is the actual balance that we also owed on the Bridge 54 match.
More going to that.
Yes.
Okay. To use up the 850.
Yep.
Any other questions for Nate on his additionals? If not, do I have a motion to approve the additionals as presented by Nate for the highway garage?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Vicki. Do I have a second? I'll second. Thank you, Todd. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. And then while we have you up here, you want to go over the highway revised job description?
That is actually going to be Mr. Witt.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Whitford. Jumping the gun there. Come on up. Thank you for coming.
No, thank you, sir. I took some time to do some revisions to our job descriptions. The ones that we did have for the county were dated 2004. And we kind of ran into a little bit of an interesting possible concern. In order to drive our larger vehicles, you have to have a commercial driver's license. And the way that they were written did not necessarily say that you had to go get it, and it was required. So I made those changes to the job descriptions. And then at the same time, to assist that, I wrote a CDL policy that Ted reviewed and the commissioners since approved. Reason being is, when it comes wintertime, and I'm gonna apologize, coming from NDOT, this is a big thing for me, that we have the staff who is trained, and we have enough staff to cover all the county roads and take care of them in a timely manner. So out of that, and a couple of young men that we have, it took him 3 times to get his CDL. I put the policy to paper, got it approved, and I've added those changes to the job descriptions. So that way, when an individual comes in, similar to how the state highway does it, they come in at a lower pay grade until they receive that CDL. That way, we're not paying someone for something they do not have, and gives them the incentive to get it. In the policy, they have 180 days to get that CDL, or we have the opportunity to move on from that person. And then in the event that they were to lose a CDL for various reasons, as I've seen it happen, of what folks may or may not do, their decisions off the clock. I've put that in writing as well, so in the event that they do something, we have some sort of recourse in order to protect the county.
Appreciate that.
Now, did you say the commissioners already approved the job description?
The policies,
Of policies?
the policy for the CDL, the job descriptions are here for your review and approval and questions.
Any questions regarding the new, or the revised job descriptions? If not, do I have a motion to approve them?
So moved.
Thank you, Steve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Brandon. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the next couple things that are miscellaneous business is, do I have a motion to approve the, none of these have really changed, right, since we
No,
approved them?
no, the salary ordinance would be ordinance number 2025-14.
2014. So do I have a motion to approve the 2026 salary ordinance 2025-14? Thank you, Scott. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Vicki. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and then next, do I have a motion to approve the sheriff's salary contract, miscellaneous 2025-03? Thank you, Scott. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Raymond. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. And then anything from the crowd? All right. Do I have a motion to conclude the meeting?
So moved.
Thank you, Steve. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Vicki.